You're watching Boone TV News. Hello, Boone High. There has been many recent changes to Friday night football games dealing with conduct. Haley Osborne has more information.
This year's emphasis on the Toreador Way at the high school has found its spot in the stands at Gebbinger Field. Principal Mr. Byam has chosen to set a specific code of conduct for high school students in order to promote good behavior.
The whole purpose of going to a football game is watching the football game and being part of the crowd and part of the atmosphere. One
of the biggest rules that will be enforced this year is that there will be no re-entry allowed into the game.
You pay to come in to watch the game. We can keep a lot of negative things from happening by not allowing re-entry.
As well, students will not be allowed to be inside the fenced area on the track without a parent. BHS students are also expected to stay on the home side of the stadium and not go over to the visiting side.
I've been pretty consistent with my expectations for everybody, and that doesn't change.
Senior J.C. Cornelis believes that these rules will make a positive impact on BHS football games.
I think it's a good thing because we're supporting our team in an appropriate way, and we're setting an example for not only the middle school and elementary schools, but also other schools.
Mr. Byam's main reasoning for setting up these codes of conduct is to create a safe, positive environment that BHS students can go to and enjoy the game.
If they're not going to represent Boone High the way that we want them to represent it, then they don't need to be there.
This has been Haley Osborne with BTV News. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Haley. Some students have been involved with renewable energy technology by working on a bottle rocket experiment. Here's Joey Brooks with the story.
This last Thursday, the Boone Renewable Energy Technology class, or RET, launched their homemade pop bottle rockets. This experiment concluded the unit on engineering and design.
With the rocket experiment, I was hoping that they were learning about the engineering and design process and also a little bit about fuel use that is in our American economy right now. We are estimating that we're probably 75 meters. The longest horizontal distance that I have seen it go was over 125 meters or 125 yards, and at that point a teacher's windshield stopped it. They had a 2-liter soda bottle, and then they had access to anything else that they wanted as long as it was not metal. We put water in there, and then we pumped pressurized air in there. When it reached a certain PSI, the rocket would shoot off of the little mount that we had built and then fly through the air.
Who doesn't like launching projectiles into the air? The air pressure pushing against the water launched it forwards. We took 4 days in class to make them.
It's a pretty fun activity, and I look forward to doing more throughout the semester. We did use a pop bottle that didn't have anything on it, and it went higher than our rocket that had a nose cone and wings on it.
This has been Joey Brooks. Now let's blast back to the studio.
Thanks, Joey. This year, Boone High gained another new teacher into the special education department. Here's a look with Janae Hoffman.
Mr. Richhart is a new special education teacher here at Boone High School. He seems to be fitting in well with his department.
I've been trying to get to know my kids and working on all their schedules and, meeting all the new teachers and trying to figure out who they are and who I'm emailing. So just a big learning curve so far. I'm pretty familiar with Boone coming into here, so that was one thing I was looking forward to coming up and trying to get involved as much as I can.
I think he'll connect really well with the students on one-on-one and also in a group setting, and he really seems to fit in, get along with them well because he is a younger teacher and they may look up to him more.
This has been Janae Hoffman with Boone TV.
Thanks, Janae. Over the summer, Payton Bailey won first place at TSA Nationals. Aaron Michael has the story with more details.
Over the summer, Payton Bailey from BHS TSA competed at the national level and came back with honors. This is Aaron Michael from Boone TV here with Payton Bailey, who won first at Nationals in CAD, which is Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Payton, how big is winning first at Nationals?
It's a really big deal considering that no students that I know of have won first place at any competition.
What other trophies have you won during your time in TSA?
I've done third place in middle school debate, first place for a group I was in video production in middle school. I've done a third place trophy at state for 2D computer-aided design. I've done a first place trophy at state for 2D computer-aided design. I've gotten a service trophy for being a state officer, and then my first place at nationals.
TSA is Technology Student Association, a group of organization where kids can get together and try different aspects of engineering. We'll have a meeting sometime in mid to late November to lay down the finances of what things are. To win a nationals would be huge. You're competing against every kid in this country.
This has been Aaron Michael from Boone TV signing off.
Last Friday, the BHS football team tried to get their first win of the season. Here's Justin Elsner with the recap.
After their second loss of the season, the Boone Torters hope to turn their season around with their game against Humboldt. Early in the first quarter, Humboldt's highly recruited running back Brady Ross ran roughshod over the Torador defense. After a strong first quarter by Humboldt, Boone recovered a fumble to give them hope going into the second quarter. To start the second quarter, Humboldt added to their lead with another 7 points, making the score 28-0. But Boone struck back with a pass from sophomore Tanner Schmicke to senior wide receiver Ashton Clemens to put their first touchdown on the board. After a drive by the Wildcats, Ross ran in for his third touchdown of the night. With little time left in the first half, Schmicke lofted a perfect pass to Clemens for their second touchdown of the night. The Torters entered the locker room down by 3 touchdowns. In the second half, Boone shut down Humboldt's offense until Ross broke through the line for his 4th and 5th touchdowns of the night. With little time left in the game, Danny Anderson weaved in between Wildcat defenders for Boone's last touchdown of the night. I'm Justin Elsner from Boone TV Sports.
Thanks, Justin. See the football team live in action tonight at Perry. The boys and girls cross-country teams ran their way to the finish line this past Monday. Claire Anderson has the recap.
This past Monday, the Torador cross-country team competed against some of the state's top teams at the Ballard Invitational in Huxley. Sophomore Diana Slight raced to a second-place finish in Class A and 4th overall. Senior Blair Benshoff and junior Sarah Heiler finished with a tie with 18 minutes and 14 seconds. Just 5 seconds later, senior Ira Swanson was the next Torador to cross the finish line with a time of 18 minutes and 19 seconds. The girls' cross-country team placed 4th in Class A with a score of 144 points.
I think I did pretty good last night. I was happy with my time, and I think I did better than I did at the last meet. We're getting better each meet, and I think we're going to be really good by the end of the season.
The boys' team also competed in the Ballard Invitational. Junior Derek Hahn was first from Boone to cross the finish line with a time of 18 minutes and 19 seconds. The next runner to complete the course was senior Killian Toro with a time of 19 minutes and 5 seconds. Brant Phillips is the third runner from Boone to finish with a time of 19 minutes and 18 seconds.
I feel like my performance last night was pretty good. It was a beautiful night. We had someone break 20 minutes for the first time, so that was really good.
The Toradors will be looking to improve their times as the season progresses. This is Claire Anderson for Boone TV Sports. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Claire. This past Thursday, the volleyball team played one of their games here at Boone High School versus Winterset. Nathaniel Brown has more on this recap.
The Toradors are celebrating their first home win after beating Winterset on Thursday, September 11th, bringing Boone's overall record to 6-2. Mariah McPartland led the way Thursday night with a total of 22 kills for the Toradors. Mariah says the team did well Thursday.
We came back after we lost, and we came back strong and together, and we didn't have as many errors.
Carrie Overland played a big role in the win with a total of 46 assists. Bailey Schminke contributed to the defense with 4 blocks Thursday night. Schminke says the Toradors are preparing for another win.
We're working on hitting in the open areas and getting a perfect pass to the setter so that we can get those hits, and also serving aggressively.
The Torador volleyball team will be in action again in Forest City on September 20th at 9 a.m.
Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned to next Friday for next week's news. Have a great weekend.
Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?